I think the biggest opportunities probably lie in really becoming coming back to this point around partnership with clients in terms of navigating through this change and positioning basically us as a business as a key strategic partner in assisting them through this change, and continuing to innovate and being thought leaders around basically the key products and analytics that clients are going to need in this new environment. So trying to stay as close to the changes, the regulatory changes, the investigations and so on, to try and respond to what that will mean in terms of end user requirement is probably where the key opportunity comes, I think.
For us as a trade association, for effectively the liquidity platforms for FX, the opportunities are in shaping the regulation proportionately. So I would argue that a proportionate rollout of MiFID with the implementation of EMIR that we're going to see over the next year to cater for the wholesale needs, i.e. mandating clearing only where it's necessary and allowing platforms to work with liquidity being able to flourish without being segregated between regions or types of market participant. But the other great area, or the other two great areas that we're endorsing, one is the code of conduct for activities around FX benchmarks, because these are regulations that need to apply globally rather than any one domain or legal regime. And secondly is the rollout of CLS clearing of currencies, particularly some progress we're hoping over the next 2 or 3 years in Southeast Asia, where more spot settlement is done through the CLS network.
Obviously, as a regulatory think tank, we're not participating in the market, but we advise people to do two things. One is work out how they can become compliant in the most efficient manner. There's actually, you can use regulations to cut your costs and work with your service providers to actually make yourself more effective in the market. But the other angle is find your competitive advantage. There are real areas where by fine-tuning the way you meet the definitions and you think about the plumbing and you actually go about doing things, you can actually win market share and make customers happy right now.
What are the biggest opportunities? I still believe emerging markets is going to be the major issue. I think the old economy, the old world will stay as it is, and everybody's in the same issue. Interest rates are zero, currency pairs. Maybe the dollar is moving now another 5%, and that gives a little bit of volatility. But in the big picture, the major currencies are all sitting in the same box, and I don't see there a huge advantage. But I do think that Africa is going to be a new continent, but it's also new for currencies. Market is completely ignoring it, has an attractive yield on it, and maybe it's not good for trading, but for investing, I do believe that's a good thing, and we do invest into that field and put some capacity beside, because we believe that there is a chance to make some money out of it.
To generate income, you either need a very good trade or you need lots of volume. And I think at the moment, as I said, I think we may well see some better opportunities to get on a trade, which again may be the dollar trade. And I think maybe with economies still, I wouldn't say booming, but maybe some signs that we may see some improvement, particularly with the steps taken by the ECB, helping the European side. We may well see increased volumes, literally, and just purely on better growth outlook.